dear. Isn't he sweet? He is the sweetest. Eggs. Okay people, the holidays are here. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I don't know about you, even without the holidays, we cook hard-boiled eggs a lot. How many of you guys have put the eggs in the water and waited for it to boil, but then like forgot you were boiling eggs? Me. All the time, all the time. And then after you've got your hard-boiled eggs, you put it in the sink and you totally can't even peel the stinking eggs. Are you kidding me? I can't even peel the egg. So you go through all that work to get some hard-boiled eggs that are half the whites are in the sink or in the trash. Frustrating, I know. I was there. But then I have this handy dandy Instapot here, first of all, that Vince got me for Christmas. How many years ago?
3, 4?
I don't know, maybe 3, 4 years ago. And I love it. I love it when I do use it. I make all kinds of stuff. It takes like no time whatsoever. If you like the crock pot, you're gonna love the Instapot because this is for like, oh shoot, I forgot to set out stuff for the crock pot. Let me get out the Instapot and cook stuff real quick. Anyway, I'm talking about freaking hard-boiled eggs today. So I'm going to show you how to do them in the Instapot today. Are you ready? First of all, I get you some eggs that are cold from the fridge. I got a cup of water. I dump it in the bottom of the pan. And then I just started piling them in here. Really, I was nervous, like, oh my gosh, are they gonna crack and just have a huge mess in this pot? But that didn't happen. So we'll see, maybe this is my 3rd time doing it. And the second and first time was incredible. So I couldn't have been more happy. There you go. 1 single layer is what the directions said. And they said not to like pile stuff on. So if you have a different basket or whatever, just do separate batches because they don't take very long. So usually when I make hard-boiled eggs, I'm waiting for the water to boil. I forget about it most of the time. And I'm like, oh shoot, it smells like rotten eggs in here. And all the shells are cracked and it's a terrible mess. But with this thing, you just put the lid on. You set it to ceiling. So there's venting right here and ceiling. Don't look at my bad nails. They're really awful. But you set it to ceiling right there and make sure it's on. The lid is on. And then over here, I set it on ceiling and then you go to manual and I just minus button it all the way down to 5 minutes. There you go, it's already on high pressure and then you just wait and that's pretty simple. So it'll beep, that means it's starting to come up to pressure and then once it's reached the pressure thing, this thing will seal up. There's this right here, will rise up and then once it rises up, it's sealed and then the time will start counting down from 5 minutes all the way down till it's done and then it beeps. And once it beeps, your eggs are done. In the meantime, while this thing is coming to pressure and cooking, I take a bowl, I fill it with ice, and I put some water in it. You guys ever see that infomercial, the set it and forget it? That's kind of how I feel with this thing. Set it and forget it.
It's easy, folks.
So simple. Isn't it, you guys? Isn't it simple?
Get this chicken over, and this chicken over, and if you followed all the instructional material, you just
Set it and forget it.
Did you ever see that infomercial, honey? No? All right, I have a confession. I love infomercials. I love them. I love infomercials. Do you guys like infomercials? Am I the only one? That's how you know it's done. Then this thing over here is gonna start steaming, releasing the pressure on its own. We're gonna wait 5 more minutes. This will start counting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once it's 5 minutes, we'll release this thing over here and then I'll show you what's next. So really you guys, it does not take less time than boiling them on the stove, but with this Instapot, You will be much, much, much more satisfied with the results of your eggs with the Instapot than you are with boiling a pot of water. If you don't have an Instapot, you need to get one like yesterday or 2 weeks ago. Or, I mean, I guess today, if you didn't already have an Instapot, you can get one today. We'll put a link below here so you can click on it, take a look at an Instapot. I've literally tried everything to get easy to peel hard-boiled eggs. I've tried baking soda in the boiling water. We've tried this like crack and roll technique. Do you remember that, babe? The crack and roll technique that is supposedly supposed to have it just peel right off. It didn't work, you guys. It did not stinking work. This is the only thing that has worked for me. All right, 5 minutes, people. That means quick release time. And this little lever here, sealing or venting, we're gonna just push that over to venting. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You release the pressure all the way. I'm sure there's some sort of fancy tool that people could use to get eggs out of a pot, but I use 2 spoons, lop them in the water. I just let these sit in here for a little while until they're totally cooled off, maybe another 5 more minutes. They're peeling very good though. So look. Does anybody else like love this? Look at that, look at that. I can't even believe it. Perfect, like you didn't even have to try. It was no struggle at all, perfect. Let's see what they look like on the inside. See, you know, sometimes you get like the brown or greenish looking yolk on the inside. Perfect. So if you are interested in buying an Instapot, we have a link below that my honey bunny put down there because I just really don't even know how to do all that fun stuff. There's a link below. Click it, get yourself an Instapot today. It is worth it just for the stinking hard-boiled eggs. I promise you. You will not regret it. Get it.